Welcome to Fusion Friday. Excuse me, it's been a long week. The goal here today, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to create a LinkedIn article in a matter of minutes using the integrated ChatGPT instance with Likely.AI. So it's just one of those things like, hey, how do you use our product combined with other products like ChatGPT more effectively? To get more of your brand out there, right? So we're in the process of updating, actually creating a new playbook as well for ChatGPT. So I'm kind of experimenting with some of the content here. So please feel free to jump in, comment, ask me questions, whatever it is that you're interested in, we want to help. So with that, let's jump right on in here. All right, so if you want to create LinkedIn articles, it's like a blog post. The only difference is that it is a whole lot better in a lot of ways if you don't have your own blog, right? You don't have to build a blog. You don't have to think about what you do with the blog. All you have to do is create the content with an image and stick it on there, and LinkedIn does all the SEO for you. So you get everything you kind of want, right? So let me show you what I would do if I was going to be creating one of these using our embedded instance of ChatGPT. So let's start by sharing my screen. There we go. Okay. So you're going to be getting all of these, but first thing you want to do when you're thinking about doing a LinkedIn article, it's very similar for a blog post. I'm going to be using LinkedIn articles for today, is to come up what the actual idea is, the concept. And sometimes that takes a little while to do. So what I first want to do is have ChatGPT create a bunch of ideas for me of what I want to do. Now, what this prompt does that very, very well, actually. And all we'd have to do is swap out that text that's in pink there, okay? So first thing you do is you log into your Likely.AI account at my.likely.ai, come over to the little ChatGPT guy over here, click new chat. Now you want to paste that prompt right there in the bottom, and then we want to scroll back up because we do want to have to edit that little bit that's kind of in brackets there, right? Now to make it simple, I've given a bunch of ideas of what you could do. So maybe we do empty nesters, sellers in, and then let's pick a city state, right? Let's do empty nesters in, how about Tampa, Florida? If anyone has a suggestion besides that, let me know now. Otherwise, I'm going to hit go. Okay, Tampa, Florida it is. So right now, it's going to be creating a list of LinkedIn topic ideas for us. And then from there, we're actually going to write the blog post. I'm going to show the LinkedIn post. I'm going to show you how you put it into LinkedIn, and then even create a nice little visual for yourself of whatever it is that you want to use based upon what we come up with using ChatGPT for your post. So it usually takes kind of a minute or two. And what I like to do is kind of get ready because I know that there's going to be a good amount of suggestions coming back from this. So you kind of have open is a LinkedIn or just a Google Doc that you can paste into both an Excel style as well as like a Word doc style. And you'll see here in a second. And then I also have LinkedIn set up with a headline and all that, so I can just copy and paste in. And we use Canva here at Likely, so I've got Canva open, and that's all you need. That's all the tools you could possibly want. So here we go. So we have a persona that's been created for an empty nester seller in Tampa, Florida. So you can see the age, the gender, location, income levels, college education, interests, pain points, desires, kind of all this rich kind of intel on who this person probably is, brands that they might notice or have used. And then there's a whole list of ideas here. Now, we don't need to use all of these ideas, but if you did want to capture them so you can use them for other time, you just simply copy and paste. You'd put it right in here to right click and say paste values only, right? And that's always once, do you want to separate it or not? Yeah. We can do a separation because we know that it's separated. There you go. So there you go. These are your topics, right? Now, 5 tips to selling a home, benefits of downsizing, top neighborhoods, navigating real estate benefits, working with a realtor, declare the home an empty nester, uh, maximize your profit. 5 tips, empty nester. Empty nesters don't make these mistakes when selling your home. I don't know. I don't love these ideas so far. Stop. Why downsize? Best decision. Empty nesters. Empty nesters. Downsizing. Oh man, where to find your dream home in Tampa? Discover neighborhoods. Let's go with empty nesters. Don't make these mistakes when selling your home. Or empty nesters. Why you should consider downsizing. There we go. We do downsizing. Why downsize? And we'll do Tampa, Florida. Okay. Here we go. So now I can do it over there, or I can just do it here. I keep it over there so you have an example of it if you want it. But I probably just copy and paste it here. Now you pick which one of these you like, and this is why, because you plug it into the next piece. Now, prompt 2, and I'll put these prompts in this video so that way you have them for future use. The next thing is we actually want to write the blog, the LinkedIn post. Now the things about this is we want to write a 600-word article on the subject of the title that we are now choosing. And then we also want it to be targeted towards the persona that we've also generated, right? And we also want to know kind of what keywords that it's optimized for. So we start by bringing this over here. We copy and paste. And now we just say, okay, which title did we want to go with, right? Emptiness, don't make me mistakes in selling, maximize your profits. Why downsizing is the best decision for empty nesters, and we'll say in Tampa, Florida. Okay, and then what we're going to do is scroll back up here, and we want to capture this whole audience persona, because this is who's going to care about this article, right? So that way, the way that it's written is crafted in such a way that it'll speak to that persona. So we just copy and paste it, and then I highlight where it says, hey, put it in, and I hit paste. And that's it. Now we hit submit. Now it's going to start doing the actual writing of this 600-word post. So a lot of times what I like to do is also just copy what the audience is, so that way I can remember if I ever want to come back to it. Again, just come over here, paste right here, values only. There you go. Now you kind of know who you're writing about, the different topics. So if you ever want to come back to this, you can. You might not, but some people like to keep everything. So there's an easy way to keep it. So, okay, here we go. Now it's written the article for. So downsizing Tampa, Florida, benefits of downsizing, goes through it, tips for downsizing, in conclusion. Okay, so these are the terms that it's okay. I kind of like all those. And what I would recommend you do is, now you can copy all of this and put it into a Google Word doc. Is usually what I do. That way you can kind of look at it a little bit more and see if you like it, right? So that's why I have a Google Word doc open. I hit paste. Oh, there's still that color behind it. To simple solve, copy it, say, hey, I don't want any background color. No, thank you. Go away. Now you're done. Now, if you have a kind of a block of like your call to action, this is where you'd want to put it. You want to put it right down there at the bottom. And some people have this ready to go. We have one, but I'm not going to use it since ours is really around speaking to real estate professionals. So now that I have the blog content ready to go, what I would now do is just start copying and pasting. So let's start with, I call it a blog. I know LinkedIn doesn't call it a blog, but that's what I call it. So you just copy the headline in there, simple as that. And since you have it all nicely formatted over here, you'd copy and paste it like so. Everything goes in nice and smoothly. Would I put it right there? Now you can look at it. Maybe you don't like that there's a space in between those, so you kind of want to do that. A little bit of the kind of like just kind of fit and finish polish here. Maybe you want to make this heading to Now that actually looks pretty good. If you had a kind of a call to action, I'd probably throw it at the bottom here, as simple as just creating another item here. And but you don't have to. Now, whenever you are creating a blog post, LinkedIn article, anything, you want to have some type of image that captures the attention. Think of it as like stopping the scroll, right? So coming over here, you say, I want to do a LinkedIn article cover image. Now you can pick from one of their dozens of options if you like. I'm not going to take the time to go through that. I'm just going to say, give me a blank one. I want a photo for the background, and I want, look at that. There's some retiree ones already. Perfect. So maybe I want one for like kind of speaking out golden years, retiring. Ooh, there you go. Boom. Okay. Now that's a pretty clean. So that's all we need. And we'll drop it right on into our LinkedIn article. So now that that is downloaded, we upload it and we'll be done. And there you go. We just wrote an entire LinkedIn article about downsizing and kind of why it's the best decision to do for empty nesters in Florida, with the benefits, outlines all the different benefits, tips for doing it. Now, if you're a real estate agent, or I probably put something in here about choosing the right realtor, or kind of pitch yourself as far as like what benefits you offer. If you're an investor, this could be around making a cash offer on the property and kind of getting in front. So again, this is just another way that you can leverage Likely.AI's tools. And this is a free part of our tool. We give this away for free. So that way you can always know how to engage with your likely sellers, because of all the pre-market intelligence that we deliver to our clients. So thank you very much for your time. I will put a copy of this, I guess you want to call it a LinkedIn article prompt with this video. If you don't see it, please just email us at moredeals@likely.ai, or just come check us out, likely.ai, and you can look around. If something looks great, ask some questions. Our folks are great, and they want to just help you out and be more efficient, with your marketing spend. So target the right people, have the right thing to say, make sure you have the right information about them, and monitor them in case things change. You can kind of have content like this triggered and go as soon as they're ready to talk. Heading to Tampa next week. Hey, Gary, how you doing, buddy? Don't sell without the intel. Man, Gary is the guy. You definitely got to know Gary. And he also knows everything about Follow Up Boss and pretty much every other prop tech entrepreneur there is out there. So thank you for watching. Please share the love. Again, thank you for tuning in for the first Fusion Friday with Likely.AI. So this one we're calling ChatGPT Real Estate Fusion Friday. Hope you learned something. Watch it again if you like. Have a great weekend. God bless.